Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Record. Today I have the honor to have an exclusive interview with Michael Emmer. He is singer, performer and multi-artist. Michael, welcome to Record. Michael, please tell us something about your artistic biography.
Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? It's your boy, Michael Amir, formerly of the groups Fresh and Funky and Poetry in Motion. Right now, I'm still working on a few projects. Also, solo as Michael Amir and still working on the Poetry in Motion project. That old school nostalgia, soul, R&B, hip hop. That's what we're talking about. Um, Thank you for having me here on the record. Thanks to you, Sarah. And I'm definitely um, thankful to be here to be able to speak about, some of the songs and some of the music and things like that. And yeah, we're gonna get it popping. So whatever you want to know, I'm gonna let you know today, and we're gonna get down to the getting down with yours truly, Michael Amir in the building.
Michael, please tell us more about Poetry in Motion.
Well, Poetry in Motion is actually the name of my group that I started doing entertainment with when I came over to Germany. And we were rappers, but we also had a look in choreography and the movement. So, of course, the rap and the lyrics were the poetry, and the choreography and the movement was the motion. And from that idea and that concept, that's how I came up with the name Poetry in Motion for the group. And excuse me, that's how we did it. That was actually the concept to be able to blend the movement and the choreography with the rappers. Because we started out doing talent shows, and in order to do those talent shows, not in order to do them, but in order to do well, you had to really entertain the people. So we had acrobatics, I did flips, and we had a singer, we did vocals, we did a cappella, we did raps, we did dancing. And so everything kind of came together really, really nice. And we won a lot of talent shows, and then we went on to be able to get record deals.
Tell us the story behind Secret Lover.
Yeah, my first single on All Elite Music was Secret Lover. Um, my partner and the CEO of the label, my boy Kevin Q. Also, Andy, we call him Andy, was Aaron Maxine, the artist. They called me up one night and said, "Yo, man, we got a song we think you would like." So, they sent it to me. Yeah, I liked it, and I went down to the studio, recorded it. I wrote everything before I got down there. Went down there, recorded it, and just the vibe was really nice. It was really right because I haven't been actively releasing that much music lately. Because the music game is very hard, and I would say I still like those times of the 90s when we were out and touring and on the radio and TV and things like that. I mean, that was really cool. Um, Now with the streaming, I'm still in the old school, so the streaming is not really hot to me. I mean, you don't really make so much money with it, so I'm more into actually the live performances, but I still like music. I just don't record it as much. And so I'm more into the quality instead of the quantity. And so for the last couple of years, I was supposed to put out an album, but I didn't. I was doing other things, working, take care of the family, still doing other projects, still doing other events and things like that. And so the album kind of got pushed back or pushed to the side. But my partner from the label All Elite Music, he just hit me up yesterday, and yeah, We're going to do a timeline now for 2026. And definitely my new album is going to be coming out in 2026. I don't know if it's going to be the fall or I don't know if it's going to be the spring or the summer. We're going to get together. We're going to look at the collaborations I have or the collaborations I want. Also, how many songs that we have recorded, how many we have released, and what we're going to be doing as far as concepts for the albums. Albums. Maybe we're going to also do a EP or two, then combine them for an album. So uh, definitely, we plan on getting that popping for.
How do you approach creating a song what is so emotionally charged without revealing too much of your personal story?
How do I approach creating a song? Back in the day when we first started, I was doing a lot of the production and stuff like that, but that was on a real basic level with the Casio keyboard, the drum machine, and the microphone, and coming up with your ideas and beats and putting them together and recording them. And working with that for a while, I mean, we came up with a few good songs, a few good ideas and concepts, but it was more of the talent and the hunger we had back then. So eventually I ran into some really professional producers. Actually, I ran into some of the producers from Frank Farian that were working on Milli Vanilli, and that's how I came out with my first dance record that was a hit in Canada. And so, yeah, we was working all over the place. I was running into a lot of people, and years later, we came with Poetry in Motion, and we was able to get a deal with Sony Epic, and that really kind of put us up into the charts and MTV radio and all that stuff, and we really had a pretty good success.
Michael, please tell us something more about your song Catching Feelings.
My song Catching Feelings, that was a song I did with my wife, and I had the concept called the Radio Killer. So basically, it's Michael Amir featuring Buddy, but I gave that whole project just that song, which is we just named it the Radio Killers. But Catching Feelings was produced by a very good friend of mine and songwriter called Chevis Kimber. Super talented producer, songwriter, vocalist. So we got together and we did something. I worked with him on a couple of tracks, and he's amazing. And that's what I like to do. I really like to get together, collaborate with people, come up with ideas, and it's like a recipe, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then you come out with something really good, really hot. Like I just went in the studio last week and recorded a new song, and I'm already thinking about doing a video for it, but it's just the vibe is just hot. The vibe is crazy, really, um, really nice.
There was a certain nostalgic groove in Catching Feeling. Was that intentional?
The nostalgic vibe and feelings for the song Catching Feelings. Yeah, that was in the production, like I said, from my boy Chevis. It's great. It was something a little different vibe from what's going on because what I do right now in my career, I was lucky to be able to have some pop hits and things like that to go into the charts. But at this point in my music career, what I'm doing with music, I'm just really going in doing songs that I like, beats, melodies that I really vibe with, and things like that. Because I'm just looking at, okay, my what could be my last project? What do I want it to be? What do I want it to sound like? Do you want to fight for it to get into the charts or anything like that? And so you're probably, not really looking at that because it's really difficult now, really difficult to get it up there, unless you have a big budget, big major record labels and things like that. So I'm really just going in and doing what I like, what I vibe with, what I feel from the heart. And I like to write sometimes abstract lyrics, sometimes simple, sometimes a little more complex, sometimes a little melodic. Basically, it's, you know, I don't really approach it as I don't really approach it as a rapper. I approach him now more as a songwriter. Uh, excuse me. What's the vibe? What's the storyline? What's the concept? What are you going to be talking about? How do you want your voice to fit with it? Because you look at your voice more as a instrument to go with the music, not just okay. I'm gonna just rap on this beat, you know. So I look at it more from a songwriting aspect, not really. I'm a battle rapper and I'm gonna try to rap better than this and better than that and better than this guy. It's like nah, we've done that a long time ago. I'm into good music. I'm into good vibes. I'm into positive music. Um, because another side of me is really really deep into a lot of politics, but I don't really want to put politics in. I don't want to put too much politics in the music, maybe a little bit, but my goal is to make music that makes people feel good and have a good time, and maybe you forget the politics and all the craziness that's going on in the world. Just I want to be able to have a good mood, good vibe, good feeling. And so that's what a lot of times where my lyrics come from. Like I said, I'll touch on, some politics here and there, but not too much. It's like I said, my other life is filled with it's filled with politics. So I really don't want to put too much in the music. Like people hear it, I want them to have a really good feeling and a good vibe, a smile, or go onto the dance floor, or really be grooving with it. So that's pretty much what I'm into. Uh, as far as the type of songs I'm writing now, of course, I've always written those types of songs. Sometimes my lyrics are a little disjointed because sometimes I go with whatever kind of comes, whatever ideas flow, whatever ideas come, or you think this will fit with this line, or how you want the melody to flow, or you might sneak in some more deep metaphors or things like that. Like some of the times because I don't want the lyrics always to go over somebody's head. So I'm looking for something that people can really kind of relate to. So you don't want to try to make it too complicated where people are sitting there scratching their head because a lot of the songs I like are songs that you can automatically vibe to and get an energy to. You don't want the lyrics too simple, so that's why I do a mix. Sometimes I do more simple lyrics that you can get right there, or sometimes I put different metaphors into it. But yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
Michael, tell me a story with Fresh and Funky.
Yo, yo, yo. Um, yes, I've also wanted to talk to you about my group Fresh and Funky. That group was put together in the early 90s with one of my good partners, Terry Dean, and we did a whole album. We had 4 songs that went to the top 100. We had top 40 radio airplay with Rock, Pop, Soul, Funk Forever. And that really, really kind of blew up and took us all over the world, basically. I mean, we did all the videos in LA. We were all over Europe. So yeah, Fresh and Funky was a great kind of pop, rap, soul project that really killed German radio. So we was all over the German radio. So that was great. And also my group Poetry in Motion. That was my group after Fresh and Funky, which they kicked me out of the group. But I landed on my own group, Poetry in Motion, and we went top 40 in the charts, top 40 airplay. We didn't miss a beat. We kept it going, and we had a great time and a good chart run. And so, yeah, once again, just what I'm doing now with Michael Amir, and I'm still working on a Poetry in Motion project. Yeah, I'm looking at making kind of classic R&B, soul, hip hop type music. For me, it's something that can stand the test of time. You can listen to it in a year or two and it's still going to sound good. You can listen to it in 5 years and it's still going to sound good. So, excuse me, I'm not really looking at getting into many of the fads, but I'll blend a little bit. Maybe some might be a little bit more hip hop. Maybe something might be a little bit more pop. Maybe a song might be a little bit more R&B, or maybe it'll be a little Afrobeat vibes because I really love those Afrobeat vibes. So yeah, like when my album comes out, you're gonna hear a little bit of all that R&B, soul, hip hop, Afrobeat. It's all a nice musical gumbo. So I grew up in music. Actually, as a kid, I was really into music before rap. So I really grew up with a good soul and funk and jazz, and I got a deep love for music from back then. And so that's what affect my music today. I love all of it. So I kind of put a lot of it together with the rap and the hip hop. So for me, you get a nice blend of rap, melodies, stories, concepts. So yeah, something everybody can just vibe to. Once again, thank you guys for having me. Good luck on the show. Yours truly, Michael Amir is in the building.
Thank you so much, Michael, for this exclusive interview, and I wish you and your family all the best.